A loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got
blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
The things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On the ground, this is Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Ricky. Let's go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Stay 50. Easy. 53, check 53.
They snap it to Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Hey, 50. 50's a much. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 81. Shit. Watch set. Watch the shit. Slam. Slam.
Brissett on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he... taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
-50. Here we go.
Hey, box drop. Hey. You ain't doing 22. You ain't doing nothing. Alert.
Quick dance. Come.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Set. 250.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11. 15, Mike. Easy. Hey, no, look at it. Hey, we got Mike 22. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shift. Watch the shift. White. Shift.
Now Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Get ready. Hop on. Fresh down. Alert flare. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
I'm on. 51 the mic, boy. 51. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Echo. 51.
Here we go, D.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Watch out, watch out.
On second down, it's Johnson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
59! 59! Hey.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 83 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Easy.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Alert.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Extra score, Colts 28, Lions 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. He goes 105 yards on the kick return, and the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 22, Jet, Bama. 22, Jet, Bama. 51, oh, 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike, 51. Look at it. 51. You got nothing today.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
53. Oh, damn. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, Lions.
6-6. Pull it high. Omaha, ready, move. Mike 50. Mike, get on.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
10.
Stafford. It's caught by Funches. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll throw again. Brissett. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Let's get off the field. Check 37. Check 37.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They go to Johnson again. Fights through, and now a crease.